Hello, welcome to the World's End Tavern. I'm Teo, and here at the tavern, we'll cover all that is lore related in the Warcraft universe. From Algalon to Zevras, if it's out there, we'll cover it. This is the first official video of the new site. Yay! So, on that note, let's begin this episode with a bang. Today, we delve into the lore of the Titans. So, who exactly are the Titans? Well, the Titans are a colossal race of metallic skinned, some say gods, others say demigods, from the far reaches of the great dark beyond, which is what the Warcraft universe calls outer space. Their age is unknown, but likely ancient is simply just not good enough word. Within the Titan society, there is a group called the Pantheon. This group is responsible for what we know the race for, their galactic mission of creating order in the universe. Now, there are two known groups within the Titans. There's the Azir and the Vanir. The Azir, which are stronger, smarter, and more agile than the Vanir, are platinum skinned and crafted the oceans and skies. Their area of expertise is in the storms, frost, and water. Now, they prefer to keep to themselves and not get involved with the mortal creatures as to not accidentally interrupt or disrupt the natural evolution of their own creations. You can see let's call them their children, around Azeroth today in the mountain and sea giants who keep watch over the oceans and the high peaks. Now, the Vanir are less powerful than the Azir, however, they are tougher. They are bronze skinned giants that created the land, mountains, and the depths of Azeroth. Their children are the dwarves and trogs that we see today that at one time carved out the world and made it what it is. Just like the Azir, they'd like to stay out of the way of their own creations too, to not hinder or taint the natural evolution of their creations. Now, let's go back and talk about the Pantheon. The Pantheon is known as the High Council of the Titans. They're the ones responsible for creating order in the great dark beyond. Each of the members has his or her own tasks they perform in the mission. Amonthal is an Azir, the High Father and leader of the Pantheon. He's believed to be among the oldest and wisest of the Titans. He and his brother Sargeras, yep, you heard me right, Sargeras is his brother, once oversaw the creation of many worlds. Eonar, known as the Lifebinder, is a Vanir and the consort of Amonthal. She's responsible for life, nature, and healing in the universe as we know it. Little fact, Eonar had a long, bitter feud with Sargeras before his fall. Seeing as how she was responsible for life, it'll make more sense later on. Golganath, known as the Thunderer, is the son of Amonthal and Eonar. This massive Azir is responsible for the creation of the skies and seas of Azeroth, and is the father of sea giants. Khazgoroth is the shaper of mountains and of the valleys. This Vanir is known as the ultimate craftsman and the creator of the earthen, stone trogs, and mountain giants. The dwarves still honor him to this day by naming some of their lands for their creator. For example, Cosmodan in the dwarven language means mountains of Cos. Norgannon is an Azir with the power of arcane. He's also the keeper of secrets and mysteries in the universe. There is really very little known about this Titan, aside from what we've learned from the watches of Uldaman, Ulduar, and Uldum. He's the creator of the magical ley lines we have around Azeroth that allow magic as we know it to be used. Agrimar the Avenger is the Vanir that essentially took over the job of Muscle when Sargeras left the Pantheon. He was once Sargeras' right hand man. Cool headed and far more neutral, he takes his job far more professionally than his predecessor. The only feeling he does experience, though, is hatred and despise of Sargeras and his work. This could be the downfall of this job, and could lead to his fall as well. But let's hope not. One Sargeras is enough. Last but certainly not least, Sergerus. Sergerus was the champion of the Pantheon's cause. He was the defeater of demons and evil in the universe. As you can imagine, the destroying of life in this way was very much against Eonar's beliefs, which led to their long conflict. This was a never ending battle with chaos and evil in the universe, and eventually wore him down. After eons of fighting, and there was always being demons and chaos in the universe, he began to question their mission of creating order in the universe. This drove him into a deep depression and eventually led to him leaving the Pantheon. He took on the belief that the Pantheon's mission of order was doomed to failure, and that they were wrong in changing the natural order of things, which was chaos. He then set out to recruit those demons and forces he had imprisoned and defeated, and eventually created the Burning Legion. So, that covers who the Titans and the Pantheon are. Watch for my next episode where I cover more in depth on the influence the Titans had on Azeroth and what happened from there. But for now, this round's on me. Have a good one.